for letting me share this stage here with you all. I'm so honored to be here today, and I grew so emotional walking through those doors because I moved a year ago, as many of you know, and this is my first time coming to this church, so it's very cool. I'm gonna get it together. Okay. But it was very cool to see, because walking through this church to see what it's become and the people in here that make this community what it is every single day is what really makes it so special. And, is there a 5-year-old in here? Or a 4-year-old? Is there a 4-year-old? Come here. What's your name? Huh? All right, everyone. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of 5-year-olds. So Yared, right here, you're 5 years old, right? So meet 5-year-old Yared. For those of you who don't know him, I'm so honored to meet you today. Well, I started attending this church when I was his age. When I was 5 years old, his age, I started coming to this church. And you all helped me become the woman that I am today, now at age 27. So, Yared and all the children, you guys are next. All of you. Each of you are next. Amazing. Thank you. Honestly, I wouldn't be anything without this church, without this community. This church, this community pours their hearts into our loved ones, right? When something bad happens, who's the first ones there? When something good happens, who's the first ones there? Each of you, right? Each and every single time. And, we've attended this church for more than 20 years, and we've seen it, move around from building to building to building. And the same thing that carried in every single church is the spirit and the love of this church and this community. And not even just Gabriel, but the relationship between Gabriel and Mariam. Standing right behind me are the fathers that lead us every single day. And we would be nothing without their leadership and without the commitment from the people of this church and of this community. So really it's that love that keeps us moving. And you all were there, when my mom and dad needed someone, when no one was at home, somebody from here was there to pick up the pieces and keep it moving. My mom's Mahaver sisters, my sister-in-law, my in-laws, and now our family continues to grow. We have new generations forming. My niece Abby and my nephew Malik, there are new generations forming, and we're able to pass along what you taught us to them to keep it going. And Abby's clapping. I can see her clapping over there. She's so excited. Because she knows, you guys have given us something that is so special that we must continue paying it forward. And, back to this church, though, and the support that we get here. Many people don't know this, but, Abatachin, he literally, wherever I have been in life, will call me to make sure I'm okay. Wherever I am in life. And so thank you, Abatachin. Thank you for that, and for, again, all the Father's leaderships. But he knows every single child by first name. How many of us know that? Do we? Seriously. That is such a special gift, and it really shows you the true bond and the connection here at this church and what it really means. Like each of you here, he knows each of your names, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right? He knows everybody's names. And that's such a beautiful thing. And so I just pray that, we continue to have amazing leadership. I pray over every single person here. I pray that God gives us continued health, physical health, mental health. And I pray that he just continues to bless us. And I not only want to say thank you to everyone sitting here today, but I also want to say thank you to our brothers and sisters and moms and dads and the men and women that God called home early. Because without them, we would not be here without them. And we know that. Each of us have lost someone or been close to someone who has, and those people helped us reach here. So we have to remember them as well, because we wouldn't be here without them. So I'm thankful for them as well. And so I guess you guys want to hear a little bit about me being on TV, maybe. Some of you guys know that. It's very exciting. I just want to say this one thing. I'm not doing anything differently than you guys do every single day. I just happen to be on TV doing it. If you were in my shoes, any of you would be doing the same exact thing. We learned that here in our community. So just know that, we are doing the exact same thing. Maybe you just happen to be a lawyer doing it, or maybe you happen to work at Delta doing it. Maybe you happen to be a baker at Publix, maybe a taxi driver. But each of you every day carry the legacy and the heritage and the rich culture that we have in our community every single day. And so we got to keep that going. And like my brother told me the other day, you know, I'm actually about to hit my 1-year mark at WSIL TV, the station I work at. It's going to be 1 year on Thursday, which is really hard to believe. But Matthew said one thing the other day. He said it's important that whether you hit 1 year, whether you hit 10 years, faith and gratitude. Faith and gratitude. Say that with me, guys. Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Faith and gratitude. One more time. Faith and gratitude, right? In any chapter you walk into your life, because each of you are going to continue to grow, right? I was just talking to one of the children, and they're about to go to middle school. Someone else is about to start high school. Someone else is about to start college, right? Everybody's starting a new chapter, and in each of those chapters, remember to carry that faith and gratitude with you. Be faithful. Know that God is giving you strength. God will push you through whatever you are going through. I'm so serious. And have gratitude. I'm serious. Have gratitude. Be grateful for where you are in every stage of your life. There have literally been times over the last few months where I really didn't think I was going to make it. I'm so serious. I really mean that. I slept in my car 2 nights because I was too tired to drive. 2 nights in the middle of a dark gas station, in the middle of nowhere. Nobody knows where I'm at. But guess what got me through? God's grace and protection. So serious. I'm so serious. So God's grace and protection is over all of you children. I promise you that. And remember, just have faith and gratitude. That's Matthew's words. Faith and gratitude in all that you do. So I want to share this Bible verse here. Matthew 5:16. Can I have a volunteer come read it with me? You too. Okay. So you're going to say what it is, and then you can read the verse, okay? So go ahead and say what it is.
Matthew 5:16. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Amen. Let's pop it up for them. Thank you for the volunteers. And I'm going to read it one more time. And they did a wonderful job with that. But Matthew 5:16 says, in the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Everything we're doing is not for us. Right? Everything we're doing is for the greater good of the people and with God, right? Everything we're doing, God is doing this. We're not doing this. Even these words I'm speaking right now, God put these words in my mouth and is using my lips to deliver them right now. This is not me. And I pray that each of us finds that way to shine. Yes, I'm a TV reporter, but everybody here has a calling. Everybody here is someone different. We have so many fathers that work hard endlessly to drive people in their taxis. Every day they're touching people in their cars. Every day when they have a 5-minute drive or a 30-minute drive, you're connecting with someone and you're able to shine bright in your own path. We have moms here that work tirelessly, multiple jobs, that work in bakeries, that work at Kroger, I've seen all of you all. I know I've run into so many of you all out and about. But God put you there for a reason. You're touching consumers and customers every single day. So let your light shine in whatever path you're on. You don't have to be a TV reporter to shine bright. You shine bright exactly where you are every single day. God is giving you that. So shine bright. Shine bright. And I just want to say, I'm not perfect, so please do not peg me out to be this perfect person. I have my flaws just like you have your flaws and you have your flaws. All of us have our flaws. And we have to embrace and love each other for that. We shouldn't expect each other to be perfect. Nobody here on this earth is perfect. And when you criticize one another, when you say mean things about each other for not being perfect, it comes right back to you. And it's not how we do it. That's not where our hearts should be. So I encourage us all to not see each other as perfect human beings. See each other as human beings that are flawed, that we love and that we embrace for who we are. All these children in the community, everyone that's grown up through here, we have to wrap our arms around them. It doesn't matter who they are, where they come from, what they are. We have to wrap our arms around them. I know there's been children that have been lost in our community, and we have to do a better job of bringing them back and loving them, not judging them. Seriously. brothers and sisters, and let's encourage them to go after what they want to do. You know, ask your child. Have you ever asked your child what are they passionate about? I'm asking, you don't have to answer the question, but have you ever asked your child what is he or she passionate about? And then have you ever asked them to go pursue that passion? Because that's what we need to do more of in our community. We need to ask our children what they are passionate about and encourage them to go after that, because God put that seed in their heart for a reason. And if we don't let them take advantage of it, it's just going to be a lost seed, right? So let's encourage them. And I just also want to say something just really briefly about everything that's happening, because many of us come from blended families, mixed families, everything happening right now in Ethiopia and Eritrea. I would like to say continued prayers for what's going on there, because all of you grew up. All of you grew up in that era of hate and tension and death and destruction. We have to move past that era. It's time to move to a new era, a lighter era, and a brighter future. And we have to carry the torch to do that. We have to love our brothers and sisters. Ethiopian, Eritrean, we have to love one another. We have to. And for those of you, we have to. So I just want to encourage everyone to love. I know many of you all come from split backgrounds, mixed backgrounds, and even if you don't, even if you're full one way or another, that's okay too, but we're all brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter, Ethiopian, Eritrean, or Colombian, or, Nigerian, or French, You gotta love our brothers and sisters. And in love and in unity, I believe we can conquer so much. And we gotta be examples for these beautiful, amazing children right here. So I'm gonna leave you with this one quote. It's not a Bible verse, but it is a very powerful quote that I love from the great Maya Angelou. But she said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Ever. And that is from the great Maya Angelou. And I'm sharing that because I will never, ever forget how this church made me feel, ever in my life. And we have to do the same thing for these children, so they will never forget how we made them feel and go on to do great things in this world. Thank you, everybody.